What's going on, guys? Pegasus and the Wise Guys, and I'm here with Captain Headass to the rescue. Shout out! It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Captain Headass. What'd you play today, bro?
I played my project deck, which is Albaz, and it's got.
You say you're from the projects? What'd you say?
Got me on camera.
No, I saw you. There's gunshots in the background. I saw you playing this deck though, and it was gas.
So I play it a little differently than most people because honestly, and I'll say this right now, I think the AIRFAIR engine is a little overrated. It's a +1. It's like really consistent. It is good, but there's a lot better, more pluses that you could be doing.
Right.
So I'll just get into it. Got 3 Albaz. Most people play 2. I play 3 just for the simple fact it resolves around him and summon, suck the guy up. And there's ways to get him on the field with just.
So you're saying Albaz sucks people up? Okay, I got you.
I mean, he looks a little fruity.
Hey man, it's 2022, man. Live your life.
Prime months just ended.
Hey.
Anyway, got 3 kit, starter of the deck. One of the main starters of the deck. Even it's not a +1 like Albaz is, but even still, you can play Albaz and then special summon this, then get another card. It's so good.
You think 3 is like max out on it? Okay.
Yeah. 2 Mirror Carrier. Some people play 1. Most people don't even play any. But Solemn Strike. As long as you have a fusion. Nope. Nibiru. No. It's just a hand trap you can search.
Yeah. True. It's kind of like your orange light, right?
Yeah. So it's the next profile.
Right.
and when it's banished, you can add either Albaz or Kit.
Oh yeah.
So you get a play starter.
So you always get something. Even that's the allure play, right? Yeah. Most of the time, or tragedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
you.
So
I played also Dogmatica. We got an Ecclesia.
Oh, you went busted.
Yeah, we went. Okay. This card's a little risky for if you don't know what you're playing against, because if you just do this against an Albaz deck, you can get kind of fucked. So the safest play if you go this, but if you know what you're playing against, this card it's a +3. It's so good.
Shout out to all these weird rarities you got mixed in here. You're making it budget. You're making it budget for the homies. I see.
You say you're making a budget, but then I got 2 Albaz.
It's like, well, there that went.
I say, play 3. It's the best card in the deck. Other than Brand Fusion, I only pulled 2. I'm not wasting any more money.
Back to budget.
1 tragedy, 1 lib, Libium. This card's busted. This is what makes this. You can resolve it twice in 1 turn. So, got Shrouded Dragon. I like it because it's an upstart goblin, and plus it helps recursion.
I usually see people play 1. You think 2. You just want to see an upstart effect.
I like drawing. And plus, in the future, sending this and then reusing any of your branded spells is so good. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
He's like, I gotta keep that a secret.
So, I guess the meta right now with Thunk Perion, everyone's doing the zombie vampire, and they're trying to mill your shit. So, we gonna add Shaddolls to that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I play 6 of them things.
They weren't bricky to you at all?
They're a little bricky. but you got cards that you can either send them to the graveyard for your hand, like Branded Opening, or even just like any kind of fusion.
Right.
So, summon from deck, so any of these from deck. Banish 3 from graveyard. This card's busted.
Tell me about it.
Busted. He went imperm my window. I was like, cool. El Shaddol fusion, banish your graveyard. You can't do shit.
That's stupid.
Draw 1. Any Shaddol, pop a back row, add 1. So those are the only there's a couple other Shaddolls like Falco and these are the main ones you play.
Right.
Because imagine the zombie vampire get any of these.
Oh, they trigger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb.
Zombie vampire, you mill this. Oh, there goes your graveyard. Or this.
And you can snatch a card from them. That's kind of dumb, bro.
So good.
That's kind of dumb.
It also
somebody's ready for Terralements. Somebody's ready.
It also triggers Despia, it just triggered. It's more of like I want to say an anti-meta version of this, but it's prepared for all the Telements that's coming. It's prepared for all the zombie vampire because everyone's on Thunperion's dick.
Oh, so they can like send multiples. Yeah, that's wow. Okay.
And also got snow, which affects your graveyard.
And you trigger all the banished piles.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good. It's so good.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
For hand traps, you got 3 Veiler because it came in the structure deck. And since people are still playing Adventure, you got the 2 Ghost Ogre. Play 3, but I took the snow out for a light target. Cause
Yeah.
Got 3 best card in the deck. Got 3 of the second best card in the deck. And for shit, you didn't see that. for an underrated card, Brandon Loss. Rokoff knows about this. He got me on this card. Basically, makes all your stuff protected. Because and also, with Brandon Loss, makes it really busted. As soon as they they don't know, oh, it's not a good card. As soon as this resolves while Lost on the field, they win the game. They lose the game.
Game's over with.
Because you just keep fusion summoning and they can't respond to any of it. And then you also adding, and you're just getting so many pluses. And Brandon Bond summons back Albaz either from your hand, grave, or banish. So if you use Albion to banish it, or Brandon Red. Sorry about that voice crack. But basically, you summon it, then you super poly.
Oh well.
And also, as soon as you summon this, if Brandon Loss protects this.
And it's a one big vicious loop of that too. That's nasty.
And this,
So how's this deck in the grind game?
It's so good. I grinded through Punk Therions. They made the Calamities play 36 minutes of grinding with them, and I won.
You never thought about scooping that game, or you felt like?
Because I felt like as soon as I get in a winning position, I'm going to beat him. And against Armin with the Mech Knights, he FTK'd me. He got all my stuff in the extra deck to the graveyard and got my hand. I still ended with Apollo in the extra deck because, but we'll get to that how that worked. But I still ended with him in the extra deck and then 6 in hand on my turn. I couldn't really.
And he tried to FTK you too. Right.
I was able to do some things because like I had the Dogmatica stuff.
Yeah.
But it was. If I had like one more, like if it would have went a little bit more right.
Right.
Another power card. I really see this card going to 1 because it's such that good. And plus in Telements, this card's gonna be insane.
I think it might. Yeah.
But right now I need the second one.
Right.
It's just a +3. And then you got your Shadal spells, quick play, can end games, and also makes it.
So why the 1 and 1?
Because you can search it with any of the Dogmatica stuff.
Oh. Send all hate mail.
and plus, you really want to see your Brandon Fusion more than these. Because Brandon Fusion just...
True, because Shadal Fusion's a brick low-key. I got you. Makes sense.
You got your protection, get their field, and your starters. All great cards. All of them probably... This card's probably going to get banned again. See you.
Right now.
And with this card, Retribution, it's counter trap. It reminds me of Solemn Great Roar. Because if you have either a extra deck monster, a Fallen Albaz extra deck monster, or 2 in your graveyard, you can shuffle them to the extra deck, negate a card that was summoned.
Oh.
So another Brand of Fusion, or just anything, Zombie Vampire, anything.
That's nutty enough.
And the cool thing about this card, it has a graveyard effect. You can banish it and add any other branded spell from your graveyard back to your hand. So turn 1, banish it, add Brand of Fusion back. Now you got a turn 2 play. And nutty thing that's with this card, you can either send this and reuse your stuff, or if this are in your graveyard, you can send any branded spell from your deck and then this basically searches in.
I see this in a lot of OCG lists where they do that. Like it's like it's like Foolish Goods and a Metal Foes fusion for this deck.
But it's better.
But better.
Because you just, Brand Fusion, here we go.
And just shuffle it right back.
Oh, I was like, I already got Brand Fusion. I just need a loss. I'm gonna send that, and I'm gonna add loss. Now I'm in the game. So good.
So that's a good, I feel like people should be playing that though.
I feel like people should edge more of the Shadal variant for how the meta is going, and for the simple fact when it's just that good of a card.
I feel like it's gonna get banned. This next format coming up, I feel like it's actually gonna get banned. Extra deck time.
Extra deck, I got 2 Mirror Jade. It's like how people were playing 2 Thunder Dragon Titan. So when I shuffle it back in the extra deck, I need another copy, and you just keep
over and over again. I got you. That's stupid.
Got 2 Lubion, the guy that loops this. 3 Albion, he bridges into anything. He's more free because you don't have to discard. And he sets any branded spell or trap.
Busted.
Untargetable. If he's on the field, all your other fusions are untargetable. So he can win games too.
Yeah, he's like a mud dragon for them. I got you.
And when you sit the graveyard, you search the Mirror Carrier.
And then Super Pies, he can Super Poly with like a big ad,
Yeah, so
big level higher monster.
A light, dark, extra deck monster, level 8. Anything, any effect monster summon this turn. And this card, I don't summon it as much, but he does have a niche ability. So he can move and then pop what's in that zone.
Like a Timaton. Okay.
And he searches Kit. And this is the Dogmatica stuff. And this is a lot too. Basically, you summon him, he's unaffected that turn, and he's 3700 attack.
Oh, you actually using his on field? He is dumb on the field, and nobody ever reads that.
They're all dumb on the field,
right? And nobody reads any of them. They always
you just be like fusion, then you get fusion, then you get another fusion, then you just kill him.
Die horrible death too.
And that's just the Albaz stuff. Not even mention the Shadal stuff. This gets all the Shadal monsters. This can also dump Ariel. This can add all your Shadal monsters. And it's also good in the mirror match when they try to send you shit. And you can either banish your stuff or you get your playback.
Right.
You got the card that wins the game. And for Brand Fusion, most of the time, in like late game, you go for this, but early game, that's all you need.
That can usually like this is like game by itself, but then you have stuff behind, like back row behind that.
Back row behind it. Sometimes it's Lubion behind it, but then I have like Retribution, which negates a summon. Because if this negates a successful summon, it still goes towards the count.
Oh, so they still get screwed. Oh, send all hate mail.
You got hand traps. It's just busted.
Yeah, that's dumb.
And then construct. She's great.
It's been a long day, bro. Long day.
Then, it's been a long day.
Queer titties.
Queer titties. I like titties.
Shout out to Naomi.
I like this one for the simple fact it floats, and it also protects your window.
Busted. Now that card is dumb though.
So dumb.
So what all do you feel? Do you feel like this is a budget version of the deck? Here comes a bum behind. There's a random bum behind.
It just shows that if you like, because this was my project deck from 2 months ago. I took like 3 weeks off of it because I was broke. But like just buying. Konami endorse us, please. Telling you to buy some tax. Anyway, just even for the budget-friendly people, just throw in a little bit here and there. Oh, throw in this card, and then eventually you can get a deck that's actually really good. Because 2 months later, I think I've spent.
And he's not a budget player. He you challenge. I watch you challenge yourself intentionally like that, bro. You wouldn't. I have to say it because you won't ever say it.
Because I like giving myself a challenge. It makes obstacles more fun.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to Mark. We gonna zoom lens Mark back there. I see you, Mark. What up, Mark?
You're an obstacle.
There's another bum back there too. But anywho, guys.
You look like an obstacle.
appreciate you, bro. You got top 4 with it, and you're giving the broke people hope.
I'm going to be taking this to regionals, and I'm gonna see.
Hey, if you're broke, you can do it.
Broke people.
Appreciate it, bro.